What up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in to Chef Gone Carnivore. And I am Joe, and this is
Joy.
And sorry, we can't really look at each other because we've been making each other laugh.
Man, the bloopers reel would be crazy this episode. Sorry.
So don't get the wrong idea. We're not like mad at each other or anything, but we're probably going to avoid eye contact because then we'll be shooting stuff out of our nose.
I can't.
So we just finished our third month on the carnivore diet, and we're here to share with you what our results have been and if we are going to continue with this diet moving forward, or if we decide to call it a day. So let's get into it. Actually, first off, I just want to say our last video, we had a lot of people leave comments, and almost all of them were very kind and encouraging. And it was really cool to see the community and support that there is on YouTube. And then there's also some folks who left some comments for Joy on the issue with the eggs that we talked about in our last video, and actually it was pretty helpful.
Yeah, it was. And so thank you very much, and keep providing us comments and feedback and the support. It's really been great, so we definitely appreciate all of that input. So
yeah, thank you very much. For those of you who are new to the channel, we in August, beginning of August, we committed to each other that we were going to do 3 months on the carnivore diet. Whether we lost any weight or not, we were going to do 3 months no matter what. And we just finished. Our first month, we did like a lion diet type situation where it was just beef, salt, and water. Then we added in a couple more items like butter, bacon, and eggs in the second month. And then this last month, we opened it up to pretty much the rest of the carnivore options. Chicken and pork and seafood and all the other meats and organ meats, and as well as like dairy. And then we also opened it back up, since we've seen a lot of channels where the people who've been doing carnivore a long time have included coffee in theirs. We thought that would be interesting to see how it affected us, even though I know there are people who swear it's not part of the carnivore diet, but there are lots of carnivores that do drink coffee, so we decided to try that as well. So October was kind of like an experimental month for us a little bit. And let's talk about how we did. You want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, so for the month of October, I lost 6 pounds and then a total of 4 inches across the 5 measurements that I take. So I was happy with that, way better than September. And then overall, the 3 months, I lost 21.6 pounds and 11.5 inches. So very happy with the results. How was yours?
I did better than I did in September, but still not quite where I wanted to go. I had a goal to get under 400 pounds by the end of the 3 month thing, and I got to 400.4. So I got very close. I probably could have sneezed a few times or made myself go to the bathroom or something like that, and could have got there. But I got to 400.4 pounds, which was 5.2 pounds for the month lost, and 3.5 inches lost in October. But overall, since the very beginning, since August, for the 3 months, I've lost 37.4 pounds in total over the 3 months, and then 23 inches total.
That's great.
So that was great. I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Now my goal overall, so we had a kid a year and a bit ago, a 15-month-old. So that's kind of been our motivation to get healthy. I have a goal of losing 200 pounds total for myself. So the way I looked at it is I'm about 20% of the way to that goal after 3 months. So not bad. But I still think I can do better than what September and October have done as far as weight loss goes. And but I'm still pretty happy.
Yeah. And I have a goal of 100 pounds, which is, I have 80 left to go, so I'm at the 20% mark. Yeah, that's
okay,
awesome.
So we've both done very similar in our progress to our goal.
Yeah. But I think overall, the real question that we have to ask is, are we going to keep going, or what are we going to do for the next step? So what are your thoughts?
So my thoughts are, I've liked the carnivore diet a lot. Even when I was doing like keto and then paleo before that, I generally just wanted to eat the meat. Like one of the challenges for me in both of those diets was getting enough vegetables in, like not enough salad, or not, you know what I mean? Like carnivore has been nice because that's kind of the way I naturally was wanting to eat those diets. So it's been pretty easy for me, honestly, to like enjoy the diet.
Yeah.
More than other diets I've done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think, I did keto for a while and I lost 60 pounds on that. So right before I got pregnant with our son. And so I thought naturally, I'll go back to keto, but I noticed that I was eating a lot of keto treats and trying the kind of net carb situation. So I wasn't seeing any results on that diet the second time around. So I think this has been really good to kind of clean it up, and I'm interested in continuing with it as well, focusing on doing one meal a day so I can get that fasting in, because it seems like the weeks that I'm successful, I am including or stricter with the, an eating window and then fasting the rest of the day. So I think that works really well for me, so I want to continue that. But then I've also been interested in this concept of the high-fat carnivore, where, especially women with autoimmune diseases and hormone imbalances have been utilizing a higher fat content to try to help regulate their hormones. So I definitely want to try that a little bit more and see what results I get there. Nice. So I say let's keep going. Let's try another 3 months. Let's dial it back in. I know you want to go more towards the lion diet, or not nearly as like loose with the dairy and whatnot.
Yeah, and I even noticed in October when we were kind of giving ourselves the green light to eat whatever kind of meat or organs we wanted, and dairy and things like that. When it came down to it, I really wanted steak or a burger. Occasionally I'd have chicken. Like a roast chicken or something like that. Especially because our son eats that quite a bit. So like once a week I would use that as my meal, and it was fine, but I generally kind of found myself doing that naturally, and it was without like having to force myself to do lion diet. That's kind of what I was naturally doing anyway.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I want to go. And same with you. I found I've had my most success if I'm more of like in a one meal a day type situation. And I found actually like my issue, I think the month before, was I wasn't eating enough in that meal. So I wasn't hungry when I was done eating, and I thought, okay, there you go. I've eaten enough. I feel good. But then I'd be hungry again, and I'd have to like force myself through to the next eating window, which is fine. But I found if I ate till I didn't want to eat anymore, where it didn't, like another bite of steak didn't sound good, then it was really easy and natural for me not to really get hungry again until the following day around the same time. So for November, that's going to be my focus, is just making sure I eat enough quantity at my meal. And I usually eat like at 11 or 12, depending on when the kid goes down for a nap. And just eating enough, like making sure like I'm eating till I'm comfortably stuffed, and that, like Dr. Berry says, and then and just naturally eating the next day around the same time. And I think if I do that, and I'm focused mainly on ruminant, like beef, maybe some lamb I'll bring in next month or in November, then I think I can get those numbers up a little bit where they should be for my weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
great.
That's my plan. So yeah, I guess we are still gonna do carnivore then after all.
Yeah. High five. Exciting.
Yeah. So that's how we did. That's our results. I thought it went well as far as the diet goes. So that was pretty easy, and I felt good. It wasn't like I felt tired or hungry all the time, or headaches or lightheaded. Nothing like that. Like I felt energetic and normal, like pretty good.
Yeah. This was definitely really helpful because I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant. My family has diabetes that runs in the family. So this diet was really helpful in terms of keeping blood sugar in normal range. And I didn't feel like antsy when we were fasting because the blood sugar level is just like steady. Mm-hmm. So I think, focusing on, like you said, getting enough fat and protein into the meal that we're going to have, doing the fasting window. Also now that your cast is off, we can start doing more family activity and stuff like that. The weather's getting nice here in Arizona, so that's awesome too. So we can be more active and try to get our numbers down.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll give you updates on how November went, how our weight loss went, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching the video. Go ahead and subscribe. give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.